Hello and welcome to my first video. This video is going to be made on a public server and it just features a little bit of me building, some exploration, and basic explanations of the server, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Alright, so this is the start of my newest series. As you can tell, the world is not new. It's been around for about 1200 days. I've got plenty of gear. And the server has been up for about 2 weeks. We all have, or many of us have elytras, maces, all that good stuff. We have some houses built. There's my house up there. There's these houses. There's a house off up there. So we're fairly developed. We've started making our community shed. Enchant setups. We have villagers down here. So we're fairly developed. We're not new by any means. But there's still plenty of content to explore, as this server IP is down here. This server does have many custom things. Custom enchants, you'll notice. This is about a max set of gear, I believe. Custom enchants here, and there's two sets of custom enchants. We can go to /spawn. We can check out the various types of custom enchants over here. So this guy, for enchantment shards, sells advanced custom enchants, regulars, utility enchants, super enchants. Those are these colored ones. They're pretty strong. I do have health seal on that. I kind of forgot. And spawners as well, which we do have a farm world right here. Go here. We are currently the only ones with a farm plot. Server's still super new. And I'm currently the only one on right now. There are other players, so it's not that new. But we have our farm world here. I think this is just to reduce lag. But we've got carrot farm. We're going to expand that up. Pumpkin farm. This is our main source of emeralds. It's really nice. Sugarcane farm. They've started a tree farm. I actually didn't see this since I've last been here. And then we do have a mob grinder up there with all our spawners. We can go check that out. Fly up to it. It's just a pretty basic mob grinder. So here we are. It's just a blaze grinder, so they should drop down in a moment, and that's why I have 315 levels. You just kind of stay in here and kill all the blazes, gets you a bunch pretty fast. I still don't have netherite tools. We need to do that. I do need to mend my elytra actually, so while I'm here, I'll do that. But the reason I got on today is there's a little bit of new content release. Two main things. There should be water down here. Number one, we'll go to spawn, and the addition of these, so resource, this is regular resource world, this has always been here. Just kind of dig around, get resources, that way we don't have to destroy the regular world, because the regular world is going to be a permanent world from what I've heard. It's meant to be a forever world, and you just keep building, and your stuff doesn't get reset, so that's super nice. You can put some time and effort into builds, all that. But the other, that's not new at all. The resource world's not new. But the resource end and the resource nether are new. So we'll go there. What I was going to do first was the resource end. I don't know if I want to wait for some others to get on to do that, because dragon egg and all that stuff. But we'll go to check out the resource nether for now. It's on the nether roof. Whatever. So we'll check out the resource end in just a moment. We do these fun little word games. I believe this one's tree. Look at that, easy money, and it is a high economy. So if you do /market, you see I've got 400 million. So that's quite a lot. I believe I'm one of the richest people on the server, but that is also because, once again, there's probably only about 5 people that play. It's a public server, so IP's down here, Aetherion.mypebble.host. So come join us. Love to see you. And PvP hours have just been released. There's certain hours when players can PvP, certain hours when it's peacetime, all that. It just kind of allows for different playstyles. But the other thing that was added is bosses. So we're gonna check out one of those. I do kind of want to do it with some of my teammates just because I think it'd be a little more fun. But first we'll do a little house tour. We'll see what we got going. We'll do an items thing too, just so you can see how developed we are. Obviously I have all these pumpkins. I was just going to trade those for emeralds, rockets, elytra, nearly a max bow, bunch of tools with those special enchants and all. And then I do have an ender chest, which has some enchantment shards, shopkeepers, a few extra elytras, some other stuff like that. So we're totally end game for the regular vanilla Minecraft, but as far as I know, I think you want a bunch of these colored enchants stacked up on all your pieces in order to be able to do the bosses. So we'll see how that goes. We have I guess we can claim it right now. We'll go /kits, and it's season 1, I think. Oh, we got rockets too. Nice. Keep those in there for now. Actually, we'll just clean up the inventory a little bit. Never hurts. Perfect. All right. So this is a tier 1 boss, and there's 5 tiers, and obviously they get harder, whatever. But we'll do that in a minute because I want to wait for my teammates to do that, just in case we die, but also I think it'll be more fun. But let's do a house tour. So we've got this front room. Obviously I'm still building stuff, and I'm realizing now that this blue carpet's messed up. It's probably from me placing water. Yeah. Under the stair here, I'm going to have a stairway to the downstairs, which I've not yet built. First staircase up here, we have my bedroom. This has a bunch of personal stuff. I'm going to decorate this soon, don't worry. It's not going to stay like that, so that's all nice. We'll go down here. I have these nice windows. I kind of like this. I was kind of going for a log cabin vibe, and then I made it big because I wanted a bigger house. And now it looks a little out of place, kind of like Toy Story style, where it's like a small house sized up. Not really like just a regular big house, but you know, that's okay. I'm a pretty new builder. So we've of course got the dining room table. Must have been an Enderman here. Where did there it is. So dining room table, and oh, there is a sit plugin, so we can just sit, which is really nice. Look at that. These aren't my normal trims. I have yet to find the silence trim, which is what I use for my middle 2 pieces. Anyways, here's my kitchen. Looking nice. I'm going to need a little chandelier here. It's just a round table for sitting, looking out the window. Get a good view out there. All that stuff. Discussing. Then I'm going to do something else with this room because it does feel a little partsy. It doesn't feel very unified. We can go up here. And we have this room up here. Not totally sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I think I'm going to do storage in the basement, but maybe we could put it up here, because what else would we do up here? And this room's pretty cool. It's got these big windows up here, and it's got this even bigger window up here with this ladder. So you can kind of see out, look at the town area. We'll take an outside look at the house. You'll see what I mean by kind of looks like a small house sized up. Go around here. It's not too bad. That's our team name. So it's not too bad. It just looks a little off, but that's okay. I'm happy with it. Let's see if this guy sells anything good. No, not particularly. Got my horse up here. I'm gonna move him back to the right spot. Still, I've yet to give him a name. Got a bunch of random resources here. Some enchantments. And once again, this is a public server, so feel free to join us. We'd love to see more people around. I don't mind playing, you know, solo a little bit. How did I get sticks? It must be from my skills. I don't mind playing solo, but it is a lot more fun when there's other players. Plus, the owner added some competition stuff, and that obviously does not function when there's no competition, so that's okay though. We can just progress like normal, keep building, and I also have found a spot for a mega base that I'm going to build eventually. It's going to be in the end, but anyways, I'm just going to take a pause here, see if I can get any teammates on. If not, then we'll just move on anyways. So far nobody is answering. I haven't given them much time since the last clip, but I decided I might as well do something productive while we wait for them. So firstly, let's get these pumpkins out of my inventory. There are also private vaults, dependent on rank. I think you unlock them. I think this is the first rank you unlock a private vault at, actually. And it's just based off playtime. There are higher ranks in the server store, which I think I might actually do just because I want more set homes. But we'll see about that. Anyways, get these turned to emeralds. Do a little bit of ender chest organization. I don't think that ever hurt anyone. Let's see, we got a decent bit of emeralds here. I did use a bunch, obviously, to cover that beacon down there. Here we are. And I do have, if you'll look, I do have the first dragon egg. And I'm obviously going to get the second here since it's going to kind of go uncontested. Got this cool little shield here. I do have small shields, so it probably looks a little off, but I think it's pretty cool. So in terms of something productive I can do, one thing I did want to do is add an official pathway up here, because right now, most people just fly up, obviously. My whole team has elytras, obviously. So we just fly up, but I still think it would look nicer with a pathway. But the bad news is I'm not good at terraforming. So I saw a TikTok clip earlier talking about I forgot what they're called, but like the walls where it's like a wall here and then it's 2 blocks down, another wall. This is a terrible explanation, but I'll start building it and then it'll make sense. All right, so initially I was gonna do these with deep slate, but I think maybe stone will fit better just because it's up by this house up here. This isn't my permanent house. I mean, well, it is my permanent house, but I'm gonna have a mega base too. It's gonna have like a re-gear station and all the necessary stuff for that. There we go. So let's start. I'm not sure how people do these really, but I guess we'll just start by going with the natural land. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some cutting first. So we'll go with the natural land. We'll do maybe 3 blocks tall, like this. And then we'll actually like this. And then, oh, I messed it all up already. 3 blocks tall like this, and then we'll throw the wall in front of that. If that makes sense. It'll make sense in a second. Alright, so that's enough for a start, just so I can give you guys kind of an idea of what I mean by this. So we do this with the walls, and then this looks a little wonky. We're gonna just artificially add some stuff here. We'll fix this part specifically in a second, but now we do a little gradient here. So I like to turn on toggle sneak here just so I don't fall off, and then I am going to also take off my pants so I am not too fast. We just kind of gradient this. This is not a gradient. This is a texturing. That's what you call this. I'm not very good at this, as you guys can tell. Ooh. I guess I could do it like that too. We'll get rid of some of this dirt, just so I can put my items up here. And then we'll split this like that. And then we'll just kind of spam the scroll wheel and hope the gradient's a little bit at least. This is not great, I will say. We could just scroll in one direction. And then we'll add some wood foundations and supports and whatever is necessary to make this not look so terrible. I don't claim to be a good builder though, so just keep that in mind. This might turn out pretty terrible, but at least we tried. So now Turn off that, and let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. There's a gap right there. Yeah, like that, and then we'll push the terrain out a little bit with some dirt. And then yeah, this is fine. This is good enough. All right, now we need all that dirt we just threw out. Look at that right here. Nice and easy. So let's add, we'll just make it straight on this level. Add to the terrain where it's kind of close to that. So like especially right here, that's just a little too close. We want these to be kind of pronounced. Got some nice shaders on. I don't usually play with shaders. I thought it'd be good for the video. If I do get into a PvP encounter, I'll be turning those off though, just for frames. All right, we have more dirt. And now hopefully this can start to take shape by itself a little more. I don't have to do as much thinking. That's the idea at least, because I'm not very good at thinking when it comes to building. Okay, push this out a bunch more. Yeah, we'll just bring it out to that thing. And then once someone else gets on, another part of the team gets on, we can do the boss. But I think the boss is more of a team thing, and this is more of a solo activity that I'd need to get done anyway. So here we are. Okay, miss a spot there. All right, this is starting to look kind of close to what I want. Just got a lot darker for some reason. That's okay. I didn't mean for these two parts to be so tall. I guess that just happens naturally though, and that's fine. We'll go with it. We should have plenty of resources to make sure that this wall looks fairly natural. And then I'll go back and do the grass, like replace parts of it with moss, because I've seen that. We'll do that later. I'm gonna finish this and then I will go up and sleep, turn it to day. Let's see, this needs to be a little thicker out, maybe like 2 more blocks, I'd say. Okay, 1 more, maybe here, honestly. We said more dirt. Perfect. We do have more dirt in the storage over there. That's another thing I could do. I could go organize all those chests. I have not PvP'd with shaders on before. There we go. Yeah, definitely no PvP with shaders on once that's a thing. I also do usually have hitboxes on. We'll see how long this whole shader thing. You know, actually, I think what we're gonna want to do is keep shaders off, unless we're taking a cinematic shot or kind of looking at our build here. I think that might be the move. All right. Now that you get the general idea of how I'm going to build these. What is that? Oh, it's the llama spinning at. Anyways, now that you have the general idea, I'm going to take a cut, get this finished up, kind of watch a YouTube video while I do it, and then we'll come back once we're done. All right, that is 3 layers done. I'm hoping the fact that this is so close to this doesn't become a problem. So I may need to start making these steeper, is what I'm thinking. Just get that skeleton real quick. Anyways, I think if I don't make these steeper, they are gonna run into this. So I'm thinking maybe one more, and then the second one coming out of here. Yeah. We can make, yeah. That'll be fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna get started on that. I'll come back once we are done. Also, something to note really quickly: creepers don't blow up land, so you don't have to worry about your builds getting destroyed. So that is super nice. Anyways, I gotta fix this too. I'll be back in a second. So I do still have my hitboxes on. I guess we'll go around and turn that off. But here we are. I do maybe want to add 1 layer, but I do think I'm going to take a break for now. Maybe gotta do some PvP. I'm not sure. We'll see. But this is how it's looking. Pretty nice. I I think I like how it turned out. I don't know how I'm going to do the edges, but it looks kind of cool. It's not the greatest thing. Terraforming would have been better, but I definitely would have done terraforming worse, so there is that. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I will be making more content on this soon, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.